take good care of you, and see you all tonight. Keith Gill is coming up. He's got his guitar here, and we're going to talk some country music and play some country music for you live in the studio as we continue here on a really nice Saturday afternoon. It's wearing shorts. That's how warm it is. It's live from the center. It's News Radio 1020. It's KDKA.
You want to be in the Facebook Live? Facebook mentions, Facebook Live.
You mean? Oh, you
I
are.
just did it right
cool,
now.
Cool.
If I just wanted to get your.
Do you want earphones?
Well, I need them. I mean,
not really. I mean, you can hear me.
Yeah, I can definitely.
But and many times it throws people off when they hear in their earphones.
Yeah.
So okay, if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm used to monitor at the feet, and that's just whatever. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, when we're on, all you'll hear is your guitar.
Sure, and it's not as unplugged in anyway, so it's.
So, and just so you know, we'll start out and introduce you and talk some stuff about how you got started and playing and all that. And the song will be the last thing in the segment, and then we'll do that and come back and take a break spots, and then come back and kind of redo the same thing and talk about the event and all that stuff.
Okay. Then I'll do the event, well, the song that made the event actually. I'll do that at the end of that spot then.
Yeah, I mean, tell the story. And I mean, what you sent me here is fine.
Okay.
And I thought, well, I know exactly what we're going to be talking.
Okay, let's go. Well, yeah, I hope so. I've known you for, what, 15 years now, and it's...
You know how I do things. Hey!
Hey, everybody. This is Junior here, 10:20.
We had an author set up for 3:30, and it was just going back and forth on the time and when to call, and could we do it this Saturday and not that Saturday, and then she didn't call.
I heard about that,
God.
yeah. I heard that. I was listening on the way in because I was stuck in traffic. I'm like, oh, my God.
It's like, thanks a lot.
Sure.
And it's not that big a deal, except you plan for it, and so then that segment is open. It's like, everything's kind of laid out right. Anyway, it's always an author.
Oh, yeah.
Always an author.
Absolutely.
We'll be listening, we'll be watching, we'll be praying. I don't know. Thank you, Lawrence and John. Welcome back to the program. Scotty Richards here with you. News Radio 1020. It's KDKA. Are we live on Facebook now? Is that what you're doing?
We are live on Facebook mentions there. There's Sonny Richards over there.
Hi, everybody. Oh,
hey.
Look cute. Oh, it looks so fantastic. Keith Gill is here with us, as we've been saying, and I'm glad because we've been talking about this for a while, and I've known Keith. I met you through radio and at Y108.
Y108 and Jamie Johnson concerts. And
you have to sit close.
Well, there I am. I'm on there. Yeah, we're on there now.
But yeah, and using the request line and all that stuff, yeah, you're fine. You just can't sit back in the chair. Is that microphone gradually going down?
It is.
So anyway, and Keith has been a singer and a songwriter for many years, and we just kind of developed this friendship over time, and then you started sending some songs and starting to get some gigs, and I find it to be very impressive the way things have gone for you. I mean, you have a job, you have a family, you have a life, but you also play music, and you found a way to balance these two.
It does, and it's a hard thing to do sometimes, but perseverance.
Yeah,
you got to follow through with things, and if you love it, you love it. I mean, this is something.
And how many times? I mean, you and I always talk about this, and we meet people, or you see people, they say, "Yeah, I gave it a shot for about a year and a half, and just didn't work out." It's like,
you can't give it a year and a half. You just can't do it.
And you're right. It is hard, and it is frustrating at times. But that's what it's all about.
That's what the fun's about.
Now, there was a point, I guess, in your life as an adult here that you said, "Okay, I'm going to do this." What was that? Was there a flashpoint that brought you to it?
1996 Garth Brooks concert.
Yeah.
Was it 96? Somewhere around in there.
Yeah, it was.
Somewhere around in there, and I saw the guy flying around on ladders and on stage. I said, "Hey, man, I want to do something like that."
How's it going?
I'm not exactly on ladders or anything, but it's a lot of fun.
But it is a lot of fun, and when you see a guy like Garth Brooks or any of the folks that we idolize and enjoy, when you see these men and women up on stage, they're having fun.
Sure.
And I think that the bottom line, and I enjoy doing this with you and people like you for the audience, because I think a lot of people call and say, hey, I got some songs, or I'd like to do that. And my hope is, if anybody hears somebody like you, or any of the guests that we have on the show, that they get inspired and go, I'm going to do that.
Sure. In fact, I can do it. Why can't I?
Yeah.
Look at me. Who am I?
Well, hey, and what is it? Garth Brooks came to Nashville like 3 times in a row.
Sure.
One time stayed for like 24 hours. And
Yes.
said, I can't do
He
this.
can't do it. He turned tail and ran.
Yeah.
Back to Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, Oklahoma.
Well, and also the time now here in Pittsburgh, I think is better for live music and country music than it's ever been. I mean, we've always been a very rock town.
Sure.
But I obviously we saw with the country station the audience and the people that are excited about it and all. So and go to shows and really like the music, and whether you have a record deal or a hit on the radio doesn't seem to make a difference to a lot of the audience.
It
folks.
doesn't, no. And country music has taken Pittsburgh by storm, if you want to call it. It's been sneaking up on us, but it definitely has come full circle, and it's definitely a popular thing in Pittsburgh now.
Well, and I guess it's the times and the kind of people that we are, and I guess the way country music has changed. Where I mean, if you go really way back, it was very the song lyrics were about very rural settings or cheating and drinking.
Sure.
And we at least got one of those going for us here in Pittsburgh, and it's grown. And as when you get people like Keith Urban and Garth Brooks coming by and Carrie Underwood, they look good, they sound good, and people go, the girls want to see these guys, and they bring their boyfriends,
Sure.
and vice versa, and off you go.
Sure. It's definitely a great thing to have. It's I don't know what I would do without country music here. So we'd be listening to pop. That's what we doing.
Go back to your first. I don't know what we'd be doing on that country music.
But yeah, it's definitely a good thing for a city.
How do you find ways to balance, family life, work life, and your music life?
No sleep. That's the thing. Work definitely takes a toll on me. Driving the truck, as you know that I do.
Yeah.
And the Cleveland trips, as we've spoken about, and the Penn State trips, it definitely takes a toll. But that also helps me appreciate my girls more. My family, I have 3 girls, my wife, and that it gives me time on the road to think about new lyrics, new riffs, new everything, and
and the family, and your wife and the kids are, and you're not a crazy. I'm going to be every minute that I have playing my guitar.
No.
I understand that you're a responsible guy. So they support what you do. It seems
they have no choice. No, they do, and they're great about it.
Isn't this a great song, honey? I knew you'd like it.
They're great about it, and my girls, they're into the music, and they want guitars, and they want to be on stage, and they want to do it. My wife just kind of stands back and rolls her eyes at me and says, "This is your creation, and this is what it is."
And what do you have? What is your guitar? I mean, and was there a point where you had another guitar and you said, you know what, it's time to get professional about this whole thing?
I did. My first guitar, actually, I can't remember where I got it, but it was 15 years ago, and it cost me $100, and it was... You strung it up and you hit a chord and it just sounded like garbage. Close enough to G flat if you tuned it right. But I had that for one. Once I started writing songs that I thought were at least one person could enjoy.
Yeah.
That's when I decided to step up, and I got I can't remember what was the last thing I got. I can't remember what it was, but I ended up with this. It's an Epiphone Jumbo. Gibson makes it. It's an off-brand Gibson. I absolutely love this guitar.
Yeah. It's funny, I think when people start, you get a guitar that makes noise when you hit the strings, and then it's like, gee, that doesn't sound right. And then you see somebody else.
Sure.
And you see that guitar, you go, okay, I can't afford that, but that's a nice guitar.
Sure, and it was cheap enough, so I had to get it. I have the 3 girls and a wife, and I have to watch my pennies.
I know you're not going to eat tonight, but Daddy needs a guitar.
Daddy got a guitar. He needs strings. He needs this. Yeah.
Well, I love to tell the story, and I think you and I have told this a couple of times. That I had a friend who, like you, had a very good job, and he quit, moved to Nashville, and we were living in Los Angeles at the time. He was working and doing a lot of stuff, and he was a musician of sorts, but he wanted to be a songwriter. He quit his job. He moved to Nashville, and he got a job driving a truck. And I said, why? I mean, he had some sort of an office, administrative type of job. I said, why are you doing? And he said, it gives me the time to think of songs, to think, to write, to compose while I'm driving
Sure.
back and forth. And I
Sure.
thought, wow. And I kind of forgot that story until I met you, and I remember you telling me that one time in a conversation. I thought, that's the same thing as this other guy's name is Keith.
It is, yeah. Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
that's cool. Very cool.
Toby Keith. No,
No, it wasn't TK.
now, I said we're going to do some songs, and I knew this was going to happen. We're going to get yakety yak yak yak, and then we're not playing any music. So I wanted, because we're going to have to take a break, but I'd love to get a song from you now.
Sure.
If we could, and then we'll come back and talk about this event, this singer-songwriter thing that's coming up in April, and we'll go from there. So what you gonna do?
Actually, I'm gonna do the first song I'm gonna do. It's actually one of my favorite that I've ever written. It just tells just a lot about what I've grown up and how I've grew up. I grew up in the sticks, up in Hilliard's, PA, and you know, I grew up on a hog farm, and I'm not afraid to say that. And it was everyday life up there, and it's just a testament to the people living in the country and enjoying it and loving every minute of it. So
I think you've introduced the song.
What's
it called?
Tailgate Down.
Tailgate
And
Down.
it's actually the song I actually end my shows with, end my sets with, and I'm gonna ask for your help during the last part of it. And it's I know you can hold a note. So neither am I. but yeah, the song's called Tailgate Down, and it's a favorite. I take the beach or backwoods, a long way around to your hood, riverbank or a cornfield. Double feature at the drive-in, or any cool place that we've been, just as long on solid ground. And you know where I could be found, or where the warm breeze blowing, the sunset glowing, cold ones always flowing. I have some friends with me, making some memories, hoping ain't all the dream away, well, not a dream, forever, always and now. I got my tailgate down. Know we can find us a good spot. Only way to get there is a 2-lane, not a freeway. No traffic jam for miles. Shotgun holes filling 40-mile-an-hour signs, telling me ain't no toll roads around. And you know where I can be found, with a warm breeze blowing, sunset glowing, cold ones always flowing. I got some friends with me, making some memories, hoping ain't all the dream away, well, not a dream, forever, always and now. I got my tailgate down. part, Stoney. I got my tailgate down. Thank you for the help, Stoney. I appreciated it.
I can hear some of the best songs I have ever. Good stuff. Hang around. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more with Keith Gill and his guitar and some country music here on News Radio 1020. It's KDKA.
Sound good? Sound all right?
That sounds great.
Very good. Thank you.
That's nice.
And we were up to 6 people. Now we're down to now we're down to 3. Well, I guess I shouldn't have played. Oh, we're back up to 4. I guess I shouldn't have played it. I felt good. Oh, we're up to 5. What the hell? I quit playing and everybody gives it back up.
You know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
That sounds great.
I love it. That is one of my absolute favorites. And you know, it's just that brief description of everything. It's vague, but it's not, and it's just there. So, brief studio tour.
Brief studio tour.
That's it. There you go. That's it. This is one of the biggest ones in the room.
I got my orange on.
Got your orange on. Get your orange down. Orange on. We got
down my orange on.
We're having a great time. I love it. I really appreciate you bringing me in.
Oh,
it's such a great time.
This was something we couldn't do it before, and the timing for this worked out perfect.
Sure, that's good. Yeah, we're in between things, like you said, and
yeah, and not really between things, but because I got this play coming up next week. Is going to be Cuckoo, and then I'm going to be out in the middle of March, so it's a lot easier to plan.
Sure.
So,
and we back.
And God, we need something like this now.
Need something to break everything up, break up monotony, and sure.
I mean, even Eddie and I were talking about this earlier. That it's getting so that it's not even almost with talk radio. It's almost not even a newsworthy event to just because people are just going to argue with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's not fun either. I mean, it was a phenomenon, and it still is. But
Mm-hmm.
when it starts getting divisive and people start, calling everybody names.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know how you do it sometimes. I really don't. Some of these callers, I mean, I sit back and I'm like, what?
So, I mean, I'll come out of here sometimes and you just kind of go, that was kind of weird. That's a weird
Sure.
show. And sometimes, I mean, it's like any live show. You come out and go, whoa, that was.
What am I doing?
But I am always amazed that we get to sit in this studio and talk to people unedited.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody says, what are you going to say about that, or how do you, I mean, like we're talking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on the radio.
Yeah.
Which is like, you don't get to do that very much.
No.
One guy was just saying you don't know what it's like to work in a dying business. Like, no, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do work in a dying business.
You're the head of the forefront there.
Radio is hanging on by a thread.
Is it really? Is that
But
bad?
it's because my feeling has always been because it doesn't do more stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's so formatted, it's so
Political.
framed that it's completely predictable and it works, but not well every time.
Sure.
So you got to be able to be willing to say it.
Sure. Yeah, it's a tough thing, but you just got to suck it up and.
And I'm a key. I own that.
You are on it.
So let's get into this event.
Sure.
Talk about that, and then we'll finish up with the song. Don't ask me to sing again, please.
No.
We'll be swelling. We got till this is going to be. We went longer on that segment, so this segment will be shorter.
Okay.
So we'll spend a little time on the show and then get into it.
Okay.
But that was just so much fun. That was just easy.
Yeah, it just rolled off and it rolled off the tongue very well and it did very well. Very cool. Hey, we're up to 7. Well, we're up to 7. What the hell? I got some people out there again. Hey, there's Eddie Crow. Anybody see Eddie Crow out there? There's a glare.
He's talking to himself.
He's talking to himself out there.
He's reading his schedule out loud to himself.
He's out in the newsroom. He's talking to himself. Eddie Crow he used to be on what DVE and
DVE?
And he was on this too, or Y108 for a while, I think.
I don't think he ever was on.
No.
He was on the Fan.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie Crow. Yep.
That would be me.
That's you.
Keith Gill Jr. is here with us, and he's Facebooking this thing live. We just want you people to know on Facebook, we can see into your homes.
We can see into your homes. That little camera on the top of your phone.
You're watching us, we know exactly what you're doing.
And by the way, Grandma put on some clothes. And that's just not nice.
Who's saying that?
Grandma, I mean, she likes to listen on the couch. Just gonna, you know. Just
So, Keith Gill Jr., your dad, is there a story from Keith Gill Jr.?
Keith Gill Sr., he was a creator of me and my brother and my sister. And he worked his butt off his whole life, and he's still doing the same thing. And he's at home right now listening, and hopefully he's enjoying. So.
I like that. No, you got an event you roped me into.
Sorry.
In April. No, you're gonna be the one that's sorry for this. No, it's coming up in April. It's a good benefit that's going on in Greensburg, right?
There will be good alcohol.
Yeah,
Irwin, right outside of Greensburg.
Oh, yeah.
Irwin, Pennsylvania. Yes. It's called Country Sounds for Soldiers, and first year was last year. I just kind of dove into it, and because of Y108 had done it, I decided to do it on more of a local scale.
Yeah, our soldiers. So
yes.
We do every November, I guess.
Correct. Yes. I mean, you get the big players for that one, and I wanted the local musicians to showcase their talents, and that's what I've done. And last year was a very big success, and this year so far is going to be a lot of fun also.
Well, and you got, and again, more local performers. Frank Vieira, who's been here on the show. You've got Rachel Lee. Why do I know her? I know that name.
Rachel Lee Sullivan. She is, I can't remember what grade she's in, so Rachel, I'm sorry, you can slap me when you see me next. I want to say she's in middle school, 6th, 7th grade.
Wow.
Huge talent.
And Caitlin
Rose. She's down by Washington, BA, I want to say.
Okay. And Michael Bonnet.
Bonnet.
As you say, coming all the way from Elkins,
West Virginia. We got our West Virginia friends coming up. He's a great dude. And again, all these players are just terrific.
Well,
Dwayne
Lewis.
We got Dwayne Lewis. Who else we got?
Marty Zundel.
Marty Zundel. Yes, he's out Greensburg way. Very big town. He's loves the older stuff like I do, and the Americana stuff, and the older sounding material, and I don't know this guy Stoney Richards. I don't know if you know him or not. I roped him into it.
You know what they call me in the business? The closer. Because when I get on, it's done. But it's called Country Sounds for Soldiers, and it's presented by S&T Bank.
Correct.
Saturday, April 1st, 2017. And where are we? What's the place?
We are the Lamp Theater. It's right on Main Street in Irwin, PA. It's newly renovated. It does have some history to it, from my understanding. I took a tour of the place, completely renovated, and it reminds me a little bit of the Benham and/or Heinz Hall on a smaller level.
Oh.
Seats almost 400 people, and it's a beautiful, beautiful venue.
Cool.
Sounds great, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is.
So you can do another song for us?
I will do another song for you, and actually to get into this song a little bit, tiny bit of story to this too. I wrote just.
You know what?
Yeah.
Tell me the story, but we got about a minute before we go to news, and I know you can't do this.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what. Why don't we take a break here?
Yeah.
So that we can, and then we'll come out after the news, and we'll do that. And then I got Kevin Gutzman coming on. We're talking about Thomas Jefferson. So I don't know how that transitions. But we're going through it.
We'll make it fly somehow, Stoney.
Keith Gill Jr. here with us, and if you could, tickets are on sale.
Tickets are on sale right now at thelamptheater.org.
Nice. Okay, good. I'm really nervous about this because this is going to be fun.
You're nervous. I'm the one it's my neck on the line.
You're the one that said, "Hey, I got an idea."
I got an idea. Let's try this.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what it is.
After a good night of drinking, every idea sounds good.
It's all live. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Keith Gill's got another song for you, and Kevin Gutzman's coming on as well after 5:15. It's News Radio 1020 KDKA. We are just too chatty. That's all.
I'm telling you, man. This is
I'm
ridiculous.
glad I looked because I thought that time went by so fast. It was like, how the hell could we have eaten up all that time?
Sure.
Forgive me.
That's all right. Hey, you do what you got to do. You're the
Well, that's
professional.
good. Gutsman's going to call. We have to be out. So when we come out with the news, I will get right to you. I'm reminding myself.
Okay.
Here is Thomas N. Smith of
And
the
he's
Thomas
calling-
N. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Blanox.
At 5:17. Good. Okay, we'll be fine. So when you sing, we'll break, and then we come back from the break. I got the Gutsman on.
I
And,
have another water in case you need it. I drink a lot when I perform, so.
she drinks a lot. That's what
I just have a general drinking problem. Do you want to do a tease, or do you want me to just bump a commercial?
Do we have time or what?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you didn't.
Do we have time? Should we do a tease or should we just go to?
You can do a tease, or I can move.
No, I'll do it. It's too hard to figure out.
Okay.
I'll just.
Say hi to Facebook Live.
Oh, jeez.
Don't be running out of here.
Oh, was that stuff when I was talking about radio and all that stuff? Were we still alive?
No, I
Oh,
paused
good.
it.
Oh, thank you. I just realized. Oh my God.
I think I paused. Yeah, I think I did.
Funeral Home and Crematory in Blanox.
This show's gonna be a lot of fun.
What's that?
This show's gonna be a lot of fun.
It sounds great. I love that. An old place redone in that neck of the woods.
Beautiful.
Maybe.
It's
So what is it,
beautiful.
like about three songs or something like that?
About 20, 25 minutes.
Okay.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
I try to keep it as simple as possible.
One player. I mean, just each of us alone.
Well, you can bring if you got an accompaniment, you can bring them.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the setup, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have a sound guy.
Brian may want to come from the band, and he just loves stuff like this.
Sure.
So and then I don't, it's a lot easier, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
And he's
fine.
out that way anyway. So.
Is he? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be trying to keep it as simple as possible, just have an entertaining value to it.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of rootsy to me, and it's
Let me get out.
sure.
Don't take any credit from him.
Eddie Crow, ladies and
Eddie
gentlemen.
Crow. We tried looking at you earlier, Eddie Crow, and the window was faded. There's Eddie Crow. Say hi to Eddie Crow. We're on
Morning.
Facebook Live.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
I'm not wearing underwear. Let's put me on the live spot. See how that works.
There goes that fan base. I'll tell you, I was at a station in Morgantown.
I'm afraid.
Premieres Sunday on CBS All Access. Start your free trial of CBS All Access. Go to cbs.com/goodfight.
The Good Fight, a CBS All Access original series, premieres Sunday.
Winter weather got you down? Take action. This winter, get away and save your AAA travel.
Turn it up. All right, we're going to take a break here. We got the news coming up from CBS in New York at 5 o'clock, and then we'll be back. Keith Gill. Is it okay that I call you Keith Gill, or do I have to say Keith Gill Jr. all the time?
Well, junior thing. You can just call me Junior if you want, or hey you,
I
or
hate contracts, for God's sake. Keith Gill Jr. Excuse me.
or just Junior, or hey you, or
Junior or whatever is going to be back to do one more song for us before he goes, and then Kevin Gutsman is going to come in and talk to us about his new book about Thomas Jefferson. Because it goes so well with country music. As we continue here, it's a Saturday afternoon, and doesn't it go well with country music? 866-391-1020. Our numbers here. Stoney Richards with you live from the center. It is News Radio 1020, and we are KDKA.
I was going to ask you, can we do a giveaway? Take a giveaway to one caller or no? No, okay. I didn't think so. Figured I'd ask.
Yeah, you wrote that. But we can't.
Okay.
Norma McCorvey is that age 69. You may know her better as Jane Roe.
We, if you want to do something to promote the event, I might be able to do something like that closer to the event.
Okay.
Until Roe v. Wade
But CBS would, with you being here, I think it's too hard to say that he has this to give.
Okay.
If it comes, if we have it and then we give it away,
Sure.
it's easier and don't ask me to explain that.
Okay, that's fine. The explanation necessary.
It's the world we live in.
It is.
Would you like some? Oh, you have some water?
Yeah, I'm good.
Grab some water myself, and I
Okay.
will be right back.
Cool, thank you.
Says a blind Egyptian character who was in prison in the United States in connection with failed bomb plots has died.
What's up, everybody? This is a blast so far. Stoney Richards and myself, we just saw Eddie Crow coming in from most notably from DVE. I remember years ago, and the fan, 93.7. That's a fun. He's a good guy. I talked to him for a little bit out in the green room. Really fun dude, and it's a blast. I'm glad everybody can be here. We're up to 6, it looks like, so that's more than I thought would be here. I'm glad. I hope everybody's listening to it on the radio and having a good time with it. And I know we're having a good time. And Stoney and I just get the BS and it just flows, I guess it would. And just having a good time. I hope you all stick around. We're going to do one more, and we're going to talk about the show a little bit more. And we're going to be out of here in probably 5:02 now. Hopefully, probably out of here 10-15 minutes or so. So hang in there with us if you want, and appreciate y'all taking the time to listen and look and watch. Hey, we're up to 7. Let's see how many more we can get. I got 7 little eyeballs top of my screen I'm looking at. Oh, back down to 6. Where'd you go? Whoever was number 7, where'd you go? Yeah, hang tight, and I'm going to pause this thing for a couple seconds. When we get back into it, I'll turn it back on. So hang in there, and I'll get back on here in a couple minutes.